guys, welcome back to my channel bambiixfashion, and today I'll be showing you how to transform this extra large male shirt into a two-piece. From the bottom I went up 15 inches and I marked it going all the way across, and then I cut it along that line. So usually I would try on the skirt like this and then bring in both side seams, but I didn't want to bring in both side seams because I needed as much fabric as possible for the top. So I just sewed one end, tried it on, and then I fit it to my body and sewed it again. So I'm folding the skirt over a little over the width of my elastic, and I'm going to leave a space at one side seam open so that I can poke the elastic through, but I'm going to stitch from the top about the same width of my elastic, or a tiny bit over, and I'm going to leave this spot here open. Using the safety pin method and an elastic that fits our waist but can still go over our hips, I'm going to stick the elastic and the safety pin through this little opening that we left, and I'm going to feed it right through all the way to the other end. When it's fed through to the other side, you just sew both ends of the elastic down and scoot it right back inside the waistband. And this is how it should look. Now we just fold the waistband over the elastic and we top stitch following the original stitch that we have there. And the skirt is donesies! Onto the top! First thing first, we need to measure the height of our bust. Mine is around 7, so I added ½ inch and I went up 7.5 inches. I want it to curve downwards like so, so we're going to measure the width of our bust now. We do this by measuring from our side seam to our center front. Mine was around 9.5 to 10, so I just rounded it up to 10 and I marked it on the top as shown. I marked it from the right side seam and the left side seam, and just to show us how much excess we have in the center. Right now I'm just drawing a curve because I know that's how I want the top to be. So I do it on one side all the way down to about 1.5 away from the center of the bottom of the top. And I do it on the other side as well. But right here I'm marking the center, and then we're going to do the other side in the same curve. Now from the armhole seam, we are going to go out 1.5 inches all the way up the seam. So 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. We're going to do this on both sides. Only working with the front of the shirt, we're going to cut the lines that we just drew. So at the center, about 1.5 to 2 inches or less. Then we're going to cut our little curve, and then we're going to cut our armhole going up. When that's done, I flipped it over to the back and I went up 7.5 inches, the same that we did at the front. And I did the same 1.5 inches away from the armhole seam. And then I cut that out. And this is how it should look. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to let us hem everything. We're going to let us hem the bust curves, we're going to let us hem the shoulders, the back, and the entire of the bottom, all the way around. And this is how it should look. Remember to stretch the fabric when you're doing the let us hem because it creates the waviness of the fabric that you can see here. Elastic time! Okay, so I got a smaller width elastic and this will be used for the bust part. We're mainly putting elastic there so our boobs don't pop out if we jump up and down. I put the elastic there and I stretched it so it's not too tight but very comfortable, and that will be the length of our elastic for our bust area. Cut out 2 of these pieces. I didn't really do any definite measurement for the back measurement. I just cut the elastic 1.5 inches shorter than it actually is. Same for the waist measurement or the bottom measurement. I just wrapped it snugly around my underbust. Now the elastic for the shoulders. We're going to put it up and around our shoulders as shown. And for this part, you don't want it loose, you want it a bit snug. So give it a little bit of stretch. And then you also put it around your bicep, the top of your shoulders, not your bicep, but the top of your shoulders, and make sure it has a bit of tightness as well. That will help you wear it off your shoulders if you want to wear it that way or on your shoulders. Cut 2 of these pieces. Attaching the elastic. We're going to start with the underbust elastic and we're going to start at one end. Find the center of the elastic, pin it to the center back seam that we have there, and then pin the other end of the elastic to the other end of the top. Also, I forgot to add that we're going to pin it between 3/8 to 1/2 inch away from the edge of the fabric. Pin the upper shoulder back elastic the same way we did the bottom. One end, then find the center, pin it to the center back, and pin it to the other end. Now the bust, we're going to start at that corner, pin there, stretch it to the end of the curve for the bust, like so. And when we are sewing, we're going to stretch and follow the curve. It's not going to be a straight line. We're going to follow the curve, alright? So I zigzag stitch those areas, and this is what it looks like so far. The bust, upper back, and the underbust. Now we're going to do the shoulders. Pin one end, stretch to the other end. The center of the elastic is going to go to the center of the sleeve, and then you're just going to zigzag stitch that, and our thingies are done. I don't know what to call it. I'm tired. I'm sorry. So I was being lazy and I didn't want to take out these stitches here to add less hem to the bottom. So I went on the inside of the top and I made sure that the sleeve was able to get a loop inside of the bottom, like by the hem where it's already stitched. So after deciding that I can do that, or figuring out that I can do that, I cut a slit just wide enough for the elastic to go through, and then I decided to put the elastic through using the safety pin method. I don't show myself doing that, but I did it. I pretty much did it the same way we did the waistband of the skirt. Also, the length for the elastic will be the measurement around your bicep as shown here. At this point, we need to scrounge out some straps for the waist. So I'm literally just cutting every remaining piece of fabric that I can get and cutting them into strips. I don't know how long I did it. I just did it as long as possible that I can wrap around my waist at least twice. So this is it sewn together, all the strips sewn together. So now I'm just making sure it's even, because we're gonna have to fold it in half and sew it. So with the right size spacing like I'm doing now, we're gonna fold it like that, and then we're gonna stitch the end. And at the very end of one end right here, we're gonna taper it. So we're going to bring it down to a point like right there. After that is sewn, we're going to use our loop turner thingy, and we're going to turn both straps inside out. And you see the little point at the very end? After it was turned inside out, I attach it to the raw part of the bust, the very center front of our top. And because my bust part was a little bigger than the strap, I just give it a little fold. And I'm pinning it, and I stitch it, and then after that, we are donesies! Yes!
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under this outer smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way you